So I bought the glasses.
Did they come?
Yeah, so they came. Okay.
What, do you have a problem? It feels like you're about to attack.
Yeah. So they came. It came the yellow one and I got both.
The daylight and the nighttime.
So I threw them on. I was doing editing that day, so I threw them on. No exaggeration, Nikki.
What?
I could not function for the remainder of the day. The headache that I got from those glasses was so severe.
From the daytime ones?
No, those.
The nighttime ones?
Yeah. I had those on because they're stronger. Nick, it was.
You don't think...
So I had them on and no, it's from that. I haven't gotten a headache in years.
You have a headache every time we go
No,
on the
a headache
road.
not like that.
Like
that was a migraine. That was, I had to go to sleep. Bro, and I had the kids. I was ready to vomit. Nikki, I had to go in the shower.
Confused.
I sat in the shower. It was so bad. And I looked it up after because I was like,
tell me,
and it said that like it can help with headaches for some people, but it can also cause severe
It's never
migraines
a one
in some
size
people.
fits all thing.
Bro.
Wow.
It was so bad. I can't even look at them anymore. I even look at them. I'll give them away.
Let me have them. I'll take the daytime ones.
Yeah, I'll give them to you. Bro.
What the fuck?
I can't even look at them.
I mean, you'll obviously never try them again, but I really want you to try them
I know,
again.
but I can't. I'm ruined.
So you put them on during the day.
So I put them on during the day. I was looking at my laptop.
Why didn't you do the daytime ones during the day?
Because I put them on, and then I was looking online to see like what's the real difference.
Yeah, there is no real difference.
And there is no real difference. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wear the ones that are stronger.
Yeah.
So these were stronger. So I put them on, and I started to feel maybe like 20 minutes in, I started to feel a little bit of like a headache, but I thought, I'm just dehydrated maybe. So I drank a ton of water. Yeah, that normally happens. Yeah. I'll get like a little bit of a headache, but the headache was here, and I was just like, I started drinking water, drank a whole bunch of water. I was like, I still feel it. I started doing Legos with my kids, and I had my neck down, and I started to feel pain in my neck, and then like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bro, the migraine was so bad.
You had the glasses on while you're doing the Legos?
Yeah. It was so bad, but the headache started before that.
Sorry, brother.
It was hard. No, fuck, you're gonna know.
I made the recommendation.
No, but I was so confused.
I'm so confused.
And then
to be that,
and then I was like, what could it be? Because I didn't think it was the glasses. Like I just thought, like, oh my god, why am I getting such a fucking? And then something told me like. I'm like, what did I do different today? Like, And I'm like, let me look at the glass. And I looked it up and it was like, that it could
GPT?
Be. No, just on the internet.
Yeah.
And it said that some people like can like really be negatively affected like with headaches. And I was like, fuck, man. It's
Honestly,
supposed to help my brain fucking instead it
really
fucking
funny?
put me out.
This kind of makes sense to me if you break it down logically, because you're somebody like I watch you on your phone and your screens all the time, and it doesn't affect you. Whereas if I did what you did, my brain would I would walk around like a retarded person. I wouldn't be able to talk to anybody. Right. So you must have a thing where blue light doesn't affect you. It like I'm hypersensitive to it, and you're not affected at all. So when you put it on, you're getting probably like it's like you're living in a cave or something. Bro. And it just fucked your shit up.
And now I can't. You know how like when you drink a certain alcohol, like you can never look at it again. Bro, that's how I saw it. I swear to God, I saw it on my kitchen table. I peeked at it, and I started to get like a little bit of headache.
I know. It's like when you get the nausea, you can taste the tequila from like that you drank.
Bro, I had to put it in the case and slide it to the right. And I'm like, I'm giving these away to somebody. I don't even want them, dude. I don't even want them. Now I want like Lee to try it to see how he reacts. Because he looks at a screen a ton too.
He
with
does
work.
Look at a screen a ton, yeah.
Not so much on his phone, but like he's always on that laptop.
Yeah, give it to him. Let's see if it fucking...
It gives him a debilitating headache because he gets really bad headaches.
He does get headaches all the time. But neither of you guys drink any water. You barely drink water.
Yes.
He only drinks carbonated fucking dog shit, which I was on a carbonated kick one time. Like during COVID, I got on a real Spindrift kick. You know Spindrift?
Topo Chico?
That too, until I learned what was in Topo Chico.
But what is in Topo Chico that
like a wild amount of heavy metals? You might as well just be licking like a steel door frame. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like arsenic and like...
Really?
Yeah, like unreasonable levels. But I used to drink, there was a point I was drinking like 5 or 6 cans of Spindrift a day, which is like... I don't even
know what that is.
It's really good. It's like naturally fruit flavored seltzer. And bro, I would pee I would have to force myself to pee. I can drink so much seltzer and never have to pee. But
Why
if I
is
drink
that?
I don't know. I've looked it up, but I couldn't get an answer. But that was before I knew about
So he's
ChatGPT.
not hydrating himself, really?
I don't think so. I'm willing to bet if you look it up. Let's look it up. Fuck it. There's got to be something with the bubbles where it like prevents it from getting into your cells and like generating real hydration because I drink
that's
that
some
shit.
old school Puerto Rican shit though.
Carbonation?
Yeah, but all the old school like Puerto Ricans and Colombian dudes from New York, they all drink seltzers all day. No waters, just seltzers. What's the Italian one? What's the Italian fucking seltzer?
Like Aquapana?
No, it's not. No, it's something else.
Oh, Perrier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Perrier? No, not Perrier.
Green and yellow one? No?
No, Italian. Let me see. Italian. Bro, that's the one that is seltzer.
Okay. It says it hydrates you just as well. Doesn't affect the body's ability to absorb water. Can cause bloating. But if it's plain, such as Pellegrino. Oh, Pellegrino, yeah.
Yeah.
It says it does the same, so I don't know why that happens to me. But I do not feel hydrated.
Really?
Or I don't pee, really.
Yeah, I mean, Lee seems like he's hydrated. I legitimately and dehydrated. I've been really good the last couple of days. Probably like the last 6 days. I've been drinking. You would hate it because I have it in my car right now, but I have it in this like cup. It's aluminum on the inside. You would hate it. No, you said aluminum.
It's like a Stanley?
Like a Stanley.
No, that's fine. It's like prepackaged shit that's aluminum is lined with plastic.
Oh, okay.
Because it can rust.
Oh, okay, all right.
But if it's like a home
it's a home
thing, no, that's fine.
All right.
And it's probably stainless steel, not
yes,
aluminum.
and I drink like 4 of those a day.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Are you going to the bathroom
It's easier
times a day?
It's insane amount.
Yeah.
So normally when I'm like really dehydrated, it's like uncomfortable to pee. I'm like, ugh. I'm like pushing it out.
No, it's like molasses. It's so thick.
Yeah, it just comes out yellow and grimy.
Dude. I can't believe I'm the one with skin issues and fucking unbelievable.
So now that I'm drinking water, it just flows, bro, and it's just clear. And I'm like, I feel like a new man.
Pee was cum with the same consistency.
Bro, if you looked at me peeing,
is it cloudy too?
In the mornings when I'm really dehydrated, when I haven't drank water in a while. Yo, that shit it's like thick and like just milky.
I'm honestly surprised you haven't had a kidney stone.
Never.
Shocked. It's gonna happen.
No, it's not because I'm drinking water
now.
steady.
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
But how come I pee so much with beer?
Well, that is technically it's probably cancels each other out because alcohol is dehydrating and the water in it is hydrating.
You think there's a ton of water in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like specifically. It's enough.
Yeah, I guess
liquid.
hops and water. Yeah, I guess it's
Another process of beer making, but anyway.
So what's up? What's been up?
I don't know, dude. I'm just
fighting. I've been stressed too.
Yeah.
Not work shit. Work has been whatever. I went to the Yankee game. That was hilarious.
I mean, you should tell. Do you want to tell the story? Because I was crying wlaughing. You're such an idiot.
We'll wait till the Patreon and tell it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just little things have been like. I go to the Knick game on.
How was that?
It was great. They lost.
So which you got it from Rich? I'll bring it up again when we talk.
So our boy Rich, who for some reason wants to work with me, bought me and Lee fucking Knick tickets, and he met us there. And they lost, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on with them, but it was fucking dope. Lee and I got recognized, which made the whole night better. Lee got recognized by we'll talk about that when he comes. But bro, I'm there. I'm having a good time. I'm in the best mood. I've never been to a Knick playoff game in my life, and just of course I start getting texts from my ex, just like looking for a problem, dude.
Yeah,
looking for an issue. Did you make a Mother's Day joke? Just back. And I was going to ignore it.
That was a while ago.
Of course it was. But I have them blocked on everything. I have her and the whole family blocked on social media. Except for not on TikTok, which is where I'm assuming somebody saw it and sent it to her. 3 messages in a row. Did you make a joke about Mother's Day? Did you make a joke about Mother's Day? Clearly, I made a joke about Mother's Day. Let's just get to the fucking point here. And I was ignoring it, and she just wouldn't let me. And I was like, please don't ruin my night. Yeah, I made a joke about Mother's Day. Wasn't directed towards you at all. It's literally a joke where it's like the first piece of material I've ever put out that was so pro-women that I have 500 comments of women being like, thank you so much. I feel so seen. Like you're talking about breastfeeding for a long time and breaking up. And what could you possibly have an issue with?
But she
here?
breastfed,
Not for as long as I said, but I made an innocent little joke about like, if you breastfed for 2 years, you should get 2 days of celebration. One, if you did it for 1 year, you get 1 day. And anything less than that, you get that amount of hours, which is, and I'm sure like someone was looking like, you think Nick is maybe throwing shade at you because you didn't make it to 2 years? No, dude, I don't care. I don't even think about you anymore. I just get upset when I do.
Yeah.
I'm nothing. You're not the main character of my fucking social media.
So, but what did she say?
We haven't even talked about it yet. I'm praying to God she just forgets. God, maybe it's so.
But you said like, please, like it was a joke, whatever, and she left it.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I don't want to ruin your night. She was like nice about it. She's like, I don't want to ruin your night. We'll talk about it at a different time. But just the fact that I even have to talk about it makes me so angry, dude. Because this was the crux of like a massive issue in our mediation, which ended up not taking place because you wanted me to have to be able to run everything by you before I posted it, this is the reason why.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it can't happen. I'm gonna dig in later to very specifics, but what I will say now is I've come to the realization that I am not a bad communicator. I'm good at communicating. I
felt like I was listening to a 12-year-old.
No,
explain
but like,
his case.
No, but like
the principal's office.
Bro, my whole life, I've always just assumed that like, because
women say that you're a bad communicator. You're a bad communicator.
That I'm just like, I'm just not.
I've
good
had
at
this epiphany recently too, and it could be just that we're not around women anymore. Maybe we're going into a delusional.
I am a good communicator. Even with women, I am a good communicator, bro. Yeah. I've realized that, and I've realized that like recently, like yesterday, I was like, wow, it's not me. And not to say that I've always communicated like the right way. I get very angry. What I will say is that like I come with good intentions to communicate at first. Mm-hmm. And after a certain point, if I'm pushed to a certain point, then yes, it all just goes downhill. But I come to at bat with intentions to communicate.
This is what would happen and then you quickly realize, okay, the things I'm saying aren't being interpreted correctly, or they're being ignored. Why would I continue? Right. Let's just never talk again.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Right.
And I swear to God, I had this conversation the other day with Lee. Because honestly, this should probably be on the Patreon. But
all right, so let's wait.
I kind of want to run something by you. Because a wild thing happened with...
Write it down so we remember, though, because we always forget.
But a wild thing happened with like communication between me.
Well, let's wait. This is my fault. I should have fucking waited. I should have waited. Let me write it down. And we're not doing it to kind of look. Just so everyone knows, we're not doing it. So,
but you understand, we get our lives are hell.
Yes,
certain things are out there and they're aware of them. They hit us up.
Yeah. So there's a reason why we have to kind of just keep it there because there's 600 of you there and too many of you here.
What was it? Oh yeah, daycare.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But how was the game?
It was cool, dude. It was good.
I loved it. I watched the last call. I was like, fuck.
It was just if I just watched it at home and they lost, I would have been way more upset. But I think because I was there and I got to experience it and like feel the energy of the Garden.
It was like it was cool.
I got to see it. Yeah, it was cool.
Well, it was also like it was a well fought game.
Yeah, man, and I was higher on the Pacers than most people. I'm afraid of the Pacers. They're really fucking good, and they're on some like destiny shit. The way they're winning games, bro. Like what they did against us in the first game was obviously like God was like take this game, and that wasn't even the first time they did that in the playoffs this year. They fucking beat the Cavs on a almost as crazy run in a final quarter. So they're on some. I really thought the Knicks were going to win that game, to be honest. But, it is what it is.
And now everyone's complaining about the double dribble, which is hilarious. Because it's like, who cares? What are you going to do?
There was a lot of shit. First game, Jalen Brunson got goaltended, and that changed the entire fucking outlook of overtime. A lot of shit's not going our way, but it is what it is.
Even just staring at you with those on?
Yeah. You don't like them? Like, it's giving. Do you want me to take them off?
No. It's obviously not. But I feel like I'm seeing through them. Give me a headache.
The color of Nick's eyes.
Give me a headache.
It's blocking the blue light coming off Nicky. But yeah, I don't think these guys should get a hot. Would you go in a hot tub if they had a hot tub back here?
Yeah, I told him we should
would?
do an
You like a
episode
hot
back
tub?
there. Yeah,
In a hot
It would
tub?
be funny if me, you, and Lee did an
would be
episode
funny.
in there.
It
It'd be
would
gay
be
as
very-
fuck.
it'd be-
It would be funny because it's so gay. Because Lee would have a fucking heart attack.
I'm curious.
He'd be like this.
But
He'd be
I
like,
can never predict Lee. Like,
I know.
like you would think if we say, "Hey man, you want to hop in this in a hot
Yeah,
tub
he'd be
and
like,
smoke
"Fuck no,
cigars
it's
and like
gay,"
and
whatever.
drink wine and do a podcast?"
But he might be like,
there is
"Yeah."
part of me that'd be like, "Yeah, that's a fucking dope idea. Dude. We
Yo,
should
that's
do
great.
that. We
It's
should
gonna
do
be
that
a
for
great
every
episode.
episode." Yeah. Like I don't know. I don't know where he'll go. Like he'll be like, "Nah, don't kiss my neck, but also eat my ass."
I
Like,
know,
that's
I
Lee's
know,
whole
I know.
thing.
It is very
Unpredictable.
random. It is very random.
But I've been petrified of fucking hot tubs for like
Okay, yes.
for like
so tell a hot
5
tub-
years.
Tell a hot
because
tub story.
I go to fucking bro. I went to Florida and I went in this kid's hot tub. It was in like the back of some dude's house, like it was just a regular residential home or whatever. Bro, I get home and it's like, and I was gonna have to go right back to Florida. So this is the whole story. I get home and like it's the fucking night of me having to go back again to Florida almost immediately, and I have to pee every 17 seconds. Like I cannot shake the feeling of I have to pee. I would get in bed. I have to pee again. I'm
And
like,
no pain?
no pain, just like I have to fucking pee. And then it was so frustrating. I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
I probably have prostate cancer or something. Or I like, there's something wrong with my dick. I can't get my bladder empty. Like there's a blockage. So I fucking like find a doctor like who could see me the next day because I wanted to go to Florida. I had a show. And so I go to this fucking Chinese doctor in like Flushing. And he's like, yeah, dude, I think you have like a urethral obstruction or like a tangling of your urethra or something. Like I'm going to have to go in there with a camera and like see what's going on. And I'm like, I'm having a panic attack, bro, because I know a lot of people for whatever. Have you ever had a catheter?
Yeah.
You
for my
have?
surgery.
Yeah, like I'm terrified
I was
of that.
sleeping.
When they put it in, when you were sleeping,
Yeah, you're sleeping when they put it in.
and you're awake when they take
You're
it out.
awake when they take it out.
How'd that feel?
It was with the cancer thing. So like I was
You got bigger fish to fry at that
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Like I came out there, I was like,
But like I remember my grandfather needed them like all the time, and they were brutal. And it's like I'm trying to go my whole life without having anything put in my pee hole. So he was telling me this, and I'm having a panic attack, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck?
how big is the camera?
How big? Show me the size of it. All this. Show me the equipment.
Yeah,
He
how
was like, you
big
got
is
to.
it?
Thank God. He was like, I don't have it at this office. You got to make another appointment. Meet me in my other office. And I was like, okay. And then I leave, and my boy who I'm going to stay with, who is also a comic, he's also his other job is he's a nurse anesthetist. So he puts people under.
Yo, come here. I got the camera in my crib.
No, not even
I'll
that.
slide it right
I'm just
in.
calling him and I'm like telling him what's good. And I'm like, I don't know if I can come. I got this. And he's like, bro, you got to pee there. You got to pee here. Just fucking come.
Yeah.
And I'll call my boy. I know the top urologist at Tampa General. I'm friends with him. I'll get you in there. So I'm like, all right, I'll come there. So I go there.
That's actually great.
It was incredible. So I get on the plane. I fucking go there. I get this appointment. I go see him. He's this Indian dude. It looks like he knows what he's doing. He's at this big hospital that's really well reviewed. And I'm telling him like what's going on. He was like, yeah, it sounds like this thing called prostatitis. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, you probably have an inflamed prostate, but I'm probably gonna have to like put a finger in your ass. And at that point, I was like, put your
bro.
whole fist in there, dude. I'll take a fist in my ass over a camera up my
Yeah?
dick. I was thrilled.
You would take
A fist is a lot. But
no, not a
finger
fist,
for
but
sure.
I'm saying you take a finger in your ass before you put something in
I
your
mean, I
pee hole?
did, yeah, and it really wasn't that bad. And bro, I was so relieved. And bro, I thought, dude, the other
well, you
Chinese
thought you were
doctor,
dying.
bro, he was telling me I was gonna need like urethral reconstructive surgery. Like I was freaking out,
And
bro.
I know
I thought
you.
it was gonna have to my dick
Knowing
cut open
you,
like a
you're
hot
like,
dog.
what the
Yeah, I was
fuck?
having a panic attack, and I was like, please go in my ass and tell me that there's something wrong with my prostate. So he goes in there, and he's like, all right,
Please
I
go in my
gotta
ass.
move. He's like, I gotta move around, and he starts moving around. He's like, is that hurt? And I was like, it's burning, yeah. And he's like, okay, you for sure have prostatitis. But he's like, I'm pretty sure I just bursted the infection, so you're probably gonna feel better immediately, but I'll write you a script for antibiotics. And from the moment I left the hospital, I haven't had an issue again.
That's crazy.
I went from thinking
bursting your
Yeah, I know.
fucking
It's gross
infection
and
from his
disgusting.
ass.
But my whole point is like,
they don't. Yeah.
doctors, bro, one doctor was about to shove a camera through my pee hole for no reason.
No, he would have.
And they're both urologists.
Can
They're the
he
same
reach-
doctor.
Can he reach? You know, he can't. Right? You can't reach your prostate from the dick hole, right? Or can he?
it's beyond my scope of knowledge.
I mean, that would be pretty deep, I would assume.
I'm sure it's not the most efficient pathway to get
it's
to
like,
that
hey,
organ.
brother, we're just going to keep pushing.
It's like, taking the back roads on the way there. Through the woods, you encounter some...
We're going to take the long way through your dick hole.
Long and more painful, dangerous route. Oof. But yeah, bro, he went in there and it was...
Bro, what a lucky situation, though, for your boy to know some fucking urologist.
I'll tell you what, though, I had some finger lube dripping out of my beehole for the rest. Yeah, I had to go home and wipe up real well. That was the worst part about it. The finger wasn't even bad. It was the residual. It was the after.
Homie fingered me, and I've been leaking ever since.
Yeah. Just looking down my leg while I was walking around.
Oh,
Tampa.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's like part of the root of my distrust in doctors too.
Well, so I mean, we're coming to the age.
But I'm terrified of but anyway, he was like, you can get this from going in to like
hot tubs,
not well maintained hot tubs, like bacteria filled hot tubs.
I feel like he's gonna get a real filter.
The chlorine.
I'm not worried about the maintenance with Justin.
Yeah, I'm worried about the chlorine in my baby skin.
That's
the only thing.
Normally, I would say shut the fuck up, but with you
and the heat of it off gases the chlorine. You inhale it.
I bet you he'll do salt water.
Then I'd really get in there. I would love a saltwater hot tub.
I bet you he'll do salt water. I don't think he'll do chlorine.
But then that's hot. That's harder to keep. That's how you get. That's how it gets bad too.
No, not if you have a good filter.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
If you have a good filter system and you cover it at night, it should be fine. But it is. I am very curious to see what Lee's gonna say. I think he's gonna say it's gay.
I think he's gonna be into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like an old big man. He just looks like he'd enjoy relaxing in a hot tub.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna want to get naked and
well, we're not getting naked.
We're only gonna have
shirts
bathing
off?
suit on. Well, you're gonna have shirts on?
Not me, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have my fucking.
I think
shirt
he'll
on.
take. I've seen him with his shirt off a couple times.
He's not gonna want to take off his shirt. I put money on. He goes, "That shit gay."
I'm kidding. All right, we'll see.
All right, we'll see. We'll ask him next episode. We'll say,
I'll take the other. I'll think he'll be into it.
All right. Let's see. I hope we can insert it. We're like, yo, you want to go in the hot tub?
Someone has to have the camera off. Yeah. I think he's gonna hit us with some random shit, and he'll be like, "Yeah, but the microphones are gonna get wet or something. It's not logical."
Yeah, you're like, nah, but how that shit might not make sense.
Yeah.
If you got the cameras and shit, like, how would you even make that work? What about the noise? It'd be too loud.
Yeah, the bubbles. The bubbles.
You gonna have that shit bubbling.
It really wouldn't. It's not gonna work. Actually.
How funny would that be? Yeah, you could just turn off the fucking bubbles. Yeah. You could just sit in the water.
He's gonna be sitting in a warm bath.
Just not being able to look at yourself. It's like, yo, Lee, do you have a boner right now, dog?
He doesn't get boners. He's too old for that.
His
test is at like 112. I think he said it rose a little bit.
Bro, he needs to get on test.
I don't know what he's delaying it. He said he was going to the doctor the other day.
Well, it is very difficult to get, but I have a guy I can give him.
I need that guy, by the way, because I can't get a doctor appointment for my life up where I live.
Well, no, not even just doctor, but it's even if you have a doctor, it is mad hard to get tested. Even if your shit is like $250.
Really?
Yeah, they won't give it to you. They'll say, "Oh, that's still all right."
Really?
Yeah.
Why? They all make money off of it.
Because someone had said it was because liability purposes. Because technically, you would have to come in every time and get injected.
Yeah.
Every week, and these guys are like, I'm not filling my appointment to shoot a fucking test in your ass. So they're supposed to like train you for you to do it at home, but no one's training. They're just like, hey, yeah, get it in the fucking ass.
A monkey could do it. It's
I mean, I remember I was nervous in the beginning because I'd never.
Yeah, if you're nervous, yeah. In the beginning,
now I don't give a fuck. Now I'm like, good. I don't know what I'm hitting. I'm like, oh, that's my bone. All that shit's going on my bone.
I always forget that you're on it,
bro. And they say it's a contraceptive. They say it is mad hard while you're on it.
Oh, it's like birth control.
To get someone pregnant, yeah.
Yeah, because it kills your natural nuts.
My balls are small. Small balls.
Real small?
I used to have nice, girthy fucking balls.
I
got a nice sized dick, but I used to have a nice sized dick and nice sized balls. Okay?
Yeah, but nobody can. Women don't care about that, right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yeah, any woman would be like, those are normal balls. But to me, I'm like, oh, because they used to like hang like a pit bull.
Yeah, you're a little insecure about it.
Like a pit bull. I used to be, not anymore. You know how they hang like a pit bull.
Fuck, any dog ball is real aggressive. Yeah.
So now they kind of just they're like nice and cupped up tight, and I don't like that.
What happens when your sack gets warm and loose though? Is it like
it doesn't matter?
Two little peas hanging down.
Yeah, it's just they're little. They're little. They're like this big.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
That's not
but
too bad.
they used to be big. They used to be big, girthy
like a
balls.
fucking nectarine.
Yeah, they used to just.
My one nut, because it's doing the work at 2.
It's just brolic.
It's bigger than my soft dick sometimes.
Just lays on top of it.
Yeah,
Your dick lays on top of the ball.
It's crazy. It's so big that women don't notice there's only one down there.
You know, it's so funny. We were talking because you were saying, you, me, and Lee were talking about how when you guys go to the gym, your dick gets small, right?
Yeah.
So, and I said, nah, every time I was in the gym, like my dick, the other day I was on the Peloton, okay?
Fell out of your pants.
And I'm in my underwear, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, I do the Peloton. It's in my crib.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I'm just in my drawers, and my dick is little. And I'm like, and it's usually never
Well,
like
you're on the
that.
Peloton all the time. It usually gets bigger or stays the
It
same?
usually stays the same. But it was like small, and I was like, why is that happening? And it was a really tough workout.
Well, that's how
and I
much.
wonder if like
That's
if you're
what I believe.
really of like in a brutal workout, maybe that's like
That's
I
why
was dying.
That's why it happens. The blood needs to go elsewhere to get into your muscles
is
and
that
help
what it
you
is?
recover and like perform whatever task you're doing. Yeah, you just been working out like a dick.
Maybe maybe I'm just a creepazoid in the gym. Like,
Yeah, or you're just exercising your cock and filling that with blood. That is crazy. I don't know if you're the first person to ever tell me that dick gets bigger at the gym.
not bigger, it just like it stays a dick. Like
No, I'm picking my thing out of my body throughout the entire workout.
Yeah, that happened
I'm like,
with the
this can't
Peloton
be.
the other day. I was like, what the fuck?
Good for you. Welcome to a real work training session, buddy.
I was like, damn, dog.
Yeah.
I wonder. So there's before I got on testosterone, there was 2 things people told me. They were like,
Acne.
you're gonna get mad pimples, and your balls are gonna get little.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You're done having kids anyway, though.
but I'm like, balls get little. I'm like, how small can your balls really get?
Yeah.
And within like 3 weeks, dog, I remember, I would always grab my dick like from my balls and my dick and like move it, or like when you grab your dick, right? And I remember I went to go grab it and it was all dick, and I was like. And I went in the bathroom, dog. I moved my dick inside, and I'm like, I'm holding my balls, and I'm like,
Searching for them.
and bro, I had to go in and pull down to feel my nut. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And around the same time, I started getting pimples.
Oh, shit.
Bro, my whole back,
Yeah.
cystic pimples. It was so bad, so painful, because I was a cop at the time. I had my bulletproof vest on all the time. What a nightmare,
This is another thing that drives me insane. And I know for a fact that you were probably getting it because what were you shooting it? Once a month?
I was doing once a week.
Once a week.
But you're not supposed to. You're supposed to do twice a week.
Even that's not enough. You got to
Twice a week
simulate the way that testosterone is pumped out of your nuts naturally.
No, but I'm good now. I think
Now
it was
you're
just.
good.
I think it took a
But it's
while
also
for your
but it's
body to adjust.
Yeah, you're adjusting to it.
You adjust.
But because I got tested when I was like 22 for no reason.
gel.
I was going to the endocrinologist, and I've been going to one my whole life because of the one nut and because I was always undersized. They were like trying to keep an eye on me, and I was obsessed with working out. And I was watching all my friends get huge, and I wasn't getting much bigger. And I would complain to him about it, and he was just like, "Do you want testosterone?" I'll just give
That's
you-"
so wild.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'll
looking
take
back,
it.
I'm like, I should sue you. But he goes, yeah, just come in once a month and I'll give you... Bro, he would blast me with a massive amount of tea. So I would just spike...
In your ass?
Yeah, in my ass.
Or
in my
gel?
ass. No, I would shoot in my ass.
shit.
And so I would just spike... And I only did like 3 sessions.
And you feel like a fucking man.
You feel like an animal, bro. But bro, I would spike
And then crash.
And I got bloated as fuck. And I got crazy cystic acne on my neck and down my back. And at no point...
Why is it only in your back, though? It wasn't on my face. I would get a couple pimples here and there on my face, but my
There
back
must be
was...
like something to do with like androgen receptors or something.
Bro,
I
it
don't
was
know.
bad. I couldn't even... I would be in the
I
patrol
would put a
car.
backpack
I'd be the
on.
R&B. I'd be like,
Yeah, I couldn't put a backpack on because it would hurt so bad. And just to be a doctor and not understand like that is what happens when you blast someone with testosterone once every 30 days. You fucking scumbag.
And sometimes
that
you
could have
could take,
fucked me up, dude.
Sometimes you could take too much. So my Dr. Harper hit me the other day. He's like, I've been watching your videos. You look a little red. So I'm sure you know because you know a lot about health. But they tell you that every so often you should donate blood because testosterone kind of thickens your blood.
called bloodletting.
Yeah, so that you essentially you get your
Take some blood out.
Yeah, take some blood out because it thickens it. So he kept telling me, like, I'll be like, yo, so every time I need more test, I just go, yo, I need more juice. Doc, what's up? I need more juice, right? And I know he reads the text like this fucking cocksucker. Stop calling it juice. I'm like, give me the juice. Yeah. So every time he would give me the script, he'd be like, for the last like month and a half, he was like, bro, you need to come in. Yeah. I need to do blood work. You need to come in. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then finally he was like, come in. Like, you need to fucking come in. Like, so I went in the next day. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I want to check your blood because he goes, you know, you might be taking too much. Because when you take too much and your blood is getting that thick and it's time to like get donate some blood, you get really red, he said. Like, you can see it in the face. And he's like, some of your videos I was looking at, you look a little red.
But is it this?
No, because we just got that. This was a while. This was like a month and a half ago. But he said I was fine. My blood was fine.
Okay, good.
It was perfectly fine. Everything was good. It was fucking my triglycerides went up a little bit, but still within normal range. So like, we're good.
I haven't gotten blood done in so long.
You gotta go.
I'm crazy. Bro. I don't know why I haven't. It's just become so difficult for me. I have no fucking doctor.
No, it's crazy now, bro. If I didn't have him, I'd be fucked. Yeah. Like.
Bro, I've tried literally 6 different doctors. And,
they're like, come in July.
July? Yeah, of 26. And I'm like, this is pointless.
Yeah.
I'll fucking, whatever. And then I just start, bro, it's to the point where I have an appointment with a doctor in Southern New Jersey.
There's not enough doctors, bro.
It's
they're
90
all
minutes.
PA. They're all fucking
Is that
physicians.
what it is? There's not enough doctors? It's fucking absurd,
bro. It's crazy. You can't, even for like serious shit. Like, even for serious shit, it's like,
bro,
you got cancer, you need surgery,
I'm
4
like,
months from
I'm
now.
almost kind of, because there was a point where I was really worried about my thyroid because I just stopped taking my thyroid medication and like my thyroid's not perfect, but I got it like closer to where it needed to be through all the fucking shit that I do. But I was having like real skin issues and the brain fog, and like these are signs of thyroid problems. And so I've literally been calling and I'm like, I think there's something fucked up with my thyroid. Can she please see me sooner? And they're like, we'll put you on the list. And I've been waiting since January. My appointment's in July.
Oh, that's so crazy. Crazy. If anyone knows of a fucking endocrinologist.
And she won't write me a script like virtually because I haven't seen her in so long. And it's like, well, then just squeeze me in for 2 minutes so you can look at me, say, okay, you're here. I get my money. Here's your blood script.
Well, let me talk to Dr. Harper because he's a big fan of the show and he loves you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tell him
I need Doc, can you fucking
hook me up, dude? I got thyroid
all he
issues,
needs is a blood test.
Right now,
I'll pay for it. Just tell me what the fuck it is.
I've been talking to fucking Dr. GPT for weeks now about thyroidism. He loves you. Yeah.
He texted me about you the other day. I'll just remind me. I'll text him. I'll say,
but if I got to go to his office, it's gonna occupy my whole day.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll crash at your place.
Come to my spot. Yeah. You can sleep in the living room.
I'd love to hang out at your place. Maybe we can do some Legos.
Yeah.
Do you build Legos with your kid?
Yeah. Well, I build the Legos.
And
they watch or play. It's hilarious. He'll be like, Daddy, can we really let's get a couple pages done of the Legos. I'm like, all right, Bobby, and I'll sit down and I'll like empty all the shit out. And I'm like super into it, and he gets bored.
Yeah.
So he'll get up and walk in, but I can't stop because I'm a psycho OCD, so I have to finish. So he'll just be doing whatever, and he's like, "Hi, it's looking good, Daddy, looking good," and he's back to doing whatever fuck shit he was fucking doing. It's bullshit, dude.
It's just like you being with a woman. Can you build this dresser? We'll do it together. Fucking 9 screws later.
And then they just get up and
the Real Housewives on. They're looking from the distance.
Yeah.
I don't think that goes there.
I think you did it wrong. And I always. But that's the thing about building.
Women are great. We just got to find the right one for you. It's the same thing with men. I hate most men too. You know, it's people that really suck.
People suck.
People are terrible.
It is very rare. I feel like I've gotten. I am lucky enough lately to like find people that like I mesh with.
But it took me 33 years to find 2 people that I really haven't had a major issue with.
Yeah, on a human level. Yeah.
Yeah, or any level really. Have we had a major?
No. But I'm just saying, like it's hard to like interact with people, and we interact with each other a lot.
So much.
It's even harder.
I'm surprised. Like we haven't gotten in a real blowout.
No, because I think we're both. I think all of us, Lee especially, but I think you
Lee
and I
would never. You never get in a fight.
Lee will never get in a fight. He's just
Bro, I was talking to Lee yesterday, and he goes,
hold on, let me grab this beer.
grab your beer. But I was talking to Lee, and I asked him when his birthday was, and he said when it was, and I go, oh shit, did I miss it? And he goes, no, it's right around Marielle's birthday. And I was
How the fuck you know Marielle's birthday?
Marielle's birthday? And he goes, I talked to her about it one time, and I was like, God damn, you are such a good friend, dude. I was like, I have no idea.
Anyone's birthday.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like, I have no idea. I barely know what your birthday was, let alone your wife. And he was like, yeah, I think they were. I think we were all together, and they were talking about it. Marielle and his wife. And I was like, yeah, I probably left the room as soon as that conversation started.
Yeah, I'm so bad with all that shit because my mind is so occupied. I have the
December
easiest
31st.
Birthday. It's the easiest.
It is pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie.
Last day of the year. Everyone else's birthday is like so random and like, bro, I'm so bad with that shit, and I always feel so bad because how I remember it's like. It'll like pop up on like Facebook or something.
That is how I remember so many birthdays, bro.
Bro, it'll be like, it's this one's birthday. I'm like, oh shit.
I know.
Or I'll see it on their stories. Yeah. So then if I see it on their story, I don't want to reply to the story because I want them to know. So I'll go to a text and be like, yo, my bro, just wanted to say.
Totally natural.
Happy birthday, my brother. Had it written on my calendar. I love you very much, gang.
Super natural. I've been thinking about it all day. It's the first time I've been on my phone.
Facebook did not remind me. I swear for God, bro. It wasn't Instagram.
And it's also, I think I don't really recall anybody's because I don't give a fuck about mine.
Well, that's another thing. I don't care about my birthday. Bro, I really legitimately, I wake up, it is a fucking another day, bro. It is another day, and I don't give a fuck. I never want to, like, anytime people are like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, nothing.
I want to not have to decide what I want to do for my birthday.
I don't want to leave. Yeah. Today, I want to stay here, and I want to watch Netflix.
I want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I want to have to not think about it. I want to go to the gym. I want to, if you want to, like, cook me a low histamine meal, that'd be fantastic. Don't take me out. Don't bring me anywhere. Don't ask if I want to drink alcohol. Yeah. Just leave me be.
Yeah, leave me be.
Pretty please.
Do you know what time we started?
No, of course not.
Fuck! We always do this.
It's definitely been enough, though, because we gotta start leaning. People are getting angry, and not really angry, but a couple people.
Who?
That the Patreon should be longer than the YouTube. We want our money's worth. And you're right.
I
totally
told you.
right.
But I told you
everybody's
that.
Right. I know. And I'm with it. I've never argued that point. We just forget to time it like that. But I did want to start doing a thing. I think we should read out the $10 peer patrons because they're not really getting anything for their money at this current point in time. They're going to get access to merchandise when we drop it, but we don't have any merchandise yet. So I think maybe a little read off.
Yeah, we could do that. We'll do it on do it on this episode.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for everybody.
I guess the bigger episode. But what time do we start, Nikki?
It had to be. We have to be going at least a half hour.
Okay, so then I think we should go to the Patreon.
So I've realized why the numbers. We keep getting new patrons, but the annual fee isn't going up. It's because people are canceling. So the active fee is staying about the same. We only have 466 paid members. I'll take all this out. Fuck.
We're at 466. Yeah, no, I know, but that'll that's fine. I'm not worried about that. We really don't get a high cancellation rate.
Why can't I fucking... Oh, here we go.
A lot of people come on because they're hoping to find shit. You got to understand that too. A lot of people are hoping to hear some tea.
Yeah. That's totally a lot.
You know what I mean?
God damn it. Where are... Online, I can... Oh, here.
What are you looking for?
The names of people in that tier. I can see it on the desktop. I can't find it.
You can't find it on here? All right, so we'll...
No, I really want to do it.
Do you have your laptop?
No. But it's saying active members here, tiers there. Now give me the names, bro.
All right. What was the day? We can't find it. You've been looking for it?
No. I just can't remember the password. I'll find it right now, actually.
What
was the day that we met?
The day that we met? I don't fucking know, bro.
I do. I know our anniversary.
I don't know. I'm the fucking worst. How many drinks?
It's not working. All right, I'll come equipped next time. I'm really sorry, guys.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good thought. But anyway, all right,
we're going to the Patreon. We got a daycare story, and we got your drama.
Yeah, we got yelled at, and we're going over to Patreon because we got. But I've told you this. The Patreons have to be longer. But how long was this? Was this short? This might be short, but honestly, if it's short, we're sorry, guys. We've cut it short for the patrons way more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll figure it out one day.
We love it.
We need a stop clock. We need a clock. We need a huge clock.
We need a clock that says how long
we can remember.
Anyway, all right, cool. Love you. And bye.